Hey everybody, Jess here. I know we've been a little MIA as far as the vlogging goes, basically since November, and I thought I'd give a quick update as to why we were MIA and kind of a quick rundown of everything that's happened since.
When I'm falling down, you're there to pick me up. When I've lost my way, your hand is guiding.
Basically, it all starts with a sickness from hell that we got in November, this terrible respiratory virus. You guys not feeling good? Aww. Bobby, do you have a fever?
Yeah.
Aww. Jaden.
Yeah.
3 peds and a sick pot over here.
Yeah.
Which was not the flu because several of us were tested for the flu, but it might as well have been because it was terrible. And basically went through the whole house except for Jim, mainly because Jim was gone for 6 days of that time that I personally was sick and had a fever because he was elk hunting in Colorado on the side of a mountain in the wilderness, so really not a whole lot of help. But I know he felt bad that he couldn't be here to help the family. But basically all started with that. We just had weeks of that, and I was just doing everything I could to stay afloat. And, you know, the multiple doctor's visits, and you're trying to just do whatever you can to help everybody's bodies and stick to whatever school you still can manage and whatever routines you still can manage. So it was just nuts. I mean, just crazy. And when Jim got home, everybody was just so happy to see him. Go get him. Since then, it was like we went from the illness into transitioning Max into a big boy bed. What is it?
Cars.
Cars. Yeah. Is this your new big boy bed?
Yay.
What do you think? Yeah, no more crib for you. He did okay for a couple nights, but we're kind of still in that transition. I was finishing up teaching a 12-week series in the kids ministry at church on Tuesday nights, and so I was trying to, you know, make sure that all went according to plan.
Lord Jesus, I appreciate how you died for our sins, so now we will be forgiven. Amen. Lord Jesus, I appreciate you for everything you do for us and how you love us, God. I remember your creation and I praise you. God, you created everything. You're the only person who can save us. Thank you, God, for loving me and sending your Son to die on the cross for our sins. God, I appreciate your everlasting love on me and my family. Help me to always exalt your name and never deny.
We had a prom-themed volunteer celebration at our church. So it was like, you know, formal attire. And helping our 2 older girls who volunteer to get ready for that. It was super fun just celebrating the volunteers at church. Neat event that we do every year. And then we went right into Thanksgiving and, you know, several days of that break. And Thanksgiving gaming. felt like I was just able to be really present this whole holiday season, and that was one of the reasons why I didn't bust out the camera as much, and I just was so busy and involved. I did take pictures, I did take video, but I had no time to edit, no time to put it together. I need little elves or something that can come at night and do my video editing for me. And then it was like decorating for Christmas. And then Jim and I went out of town for 6 days on a missions trip to the Dominican Republic. We went with the Pujols Family Foundation. It was super cool. Throw some pictures at you from that. Really neat experience with a medical team. And we just were kind of there helping and praying with people and doing some pastoral ministry alongside of them. We got back just in time to go to dinner with some friends, and we saw Jim Gaffigan, the comedian.
They treat you kind of like a child in an art museum. Like, shh, shh, don't touch anything. I wasn't even gonna touch it. Now I kind of want to. Be respectful. We're about to look at the work of a madman. He painted this before he chopped off his ear. Why are we whispering? Out of respect. You know Van Gogh's dead, right? And even if he was here, he couldn't hear us.
Super, super funny. I mean, he is just always hysterical. Then our younger two girls were in a play called The Shoemaker and the Elves.
All you need is a miracle or two. All we need is a miracle to make our dreams come true. Maybe the day seems dreary, and maybe the sky is gray. There's only one solution to help brighten up the day. Certainly not. That will wake the shoemaker and his wife. But what else can you do? You may try whistling. Whistling, what'll that do? Try it, you might like it. Whistle, 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 whistle. All you have to do is whistle, whistle. When you are feeling blue, here's what you have to do. Just whistle, whistle, worries away.
Went right from that basically into piano and voice recitals for all four girls. And so we had a night where we went and saw that, attended that. One of the songs the girls did was Mary Did You Know, and it had a huge reaction because it was an a cappella version that they sang, and it was just really cool. I'll post the full length of that in a separate video, but I'll just give you a little clip of that here.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb?
The sleeping child you're holding is the great I am.
Did you know? Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know?
Then we had gift shopping for like 1 million people because our families are so big and so great. We love to bless people and love to give. So we had to, get into the Christmas holiday stuff, make and send our Christmas cards, which I love doing. I love receiving Christmas cards, and so every year I have to do it. I have to make it a priority. We had days where we enjoyed hot cocoa, where we had an ornament exchange with my mom's side of the family and had dinner together, and the cousins got together. We had rehearsals for our Christmas Eve service at church because we have a production type thing that we do every year. All of our kids were involved in that basically, except for Max. And then prep for Christmas. Then I went wedding dress shopping for my sister who got engaged, which was also fantastic. Found her dress. It's beautiful. Can't wait for her. I'm so excited for her and her fiance, Jared. They're getting married in the spring. We saw a live theater production called Christmas at Pemberley, which is like a follow-up to all of the characters and family members from Pride and Prejudice. So if you like that story, that book, or that movie or whatever, it was just really funny. We had snow here, and so we had days where we were playing and sledding in the snow. Then we had a cookie making day where we made Christmas cookies. We drove through Santa's Magical Kingdom here in St. Louis and had fun looking at all the lights.
Whoa!
What do you say whoa about?
Let's have a seizure.
Dork. Max, you like the lights? Aren't those cool? We had a lovely Christmas Eve service at our church. The girls performed. There was, dance and song and worship. It was just beautiful. we had the Henrys over, my side of the family, for Christmas Eve, where we had the Henry family meal, which is fried venison and all the fixings. That's a tradition of ours, and we opened presents.
Amazon, how did you know?
Aiden, get up there.
Respect the bear.
And of course, with us being the musical bunch, you know, there's always a point in the evening where everybody just goes a little crazy and we all have a little clap along, sing along. Oh yeah.
Jim, where are my earplugs?
Then on Christmas Day, we were the hosts and we opened up our home, just kind of open house style for whoever didn't have a place to go or wanted to come by. We got to see Jim's family. And more presents, more food, of course. I got to catch up with my friend Annie. Hi Annie. She lives in Greece and was in the States, you know, for Christmas break and to see her family, and I got to catch up with her and meet her beautiful little son. We've been friends for 30 years. I realized that this year was 30 years of friendship because we met when we were 9 years old. Unbelievable. We also, as a family, saw a couple movies, took some time just to hang out and do some fun things like that. Jim and the older two girls went to Kansas City for a few days for the One Thing Leadership Summit, which is alongside the One Thing conference that they do there in Kansas City. So just spiritually rich. He had a great time bonding with the girls, and they hung out with some friends while they were over there too. We went out to dinner and went shooting at a gun range with all my siblings as kind of a couple's Christmas present to ourselves. Then we rang in the new year at home with our kids at 9 o'clock for the younger ones. We banged pots and pans on the front porch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we have sparkling grape juice and treats and stuff. And the older girls had some friends over, had some extra friends, so we had people sleeping over that night and ringing in the new year together. Then we celebrated the 7th birthday of our Christmas baby come late, baby girl Shia. She turned 7, and so we celebrated her right here at the beginning of the year. She was supposed to be born on Christmas Day and didn't come until January 3rd. So a little late, but worth the wait, of course. So, with all of that said, we just had a massive amount of things going on, and I took some pictures, I did some video, but I had no time to put it together and just didn't broadcast it. So, here that was a really quick recap basically of the last 2 months, and hopefully I'll be able to be more consistent moving forward, a couple times a week posting our vlog. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you later.